Mohist Grandmaster, what have I, Ying Mo Feng, done to deserve that title?
Buds bloom and then wither away. Every spring is inevitably followed by a winter. Even a clever girl like Qing'er can't escape destiny. She got infected by the Blight Beast poison while she was healing the wounded, and is now fighting for her life. I've already done everything within my power, but... Back when Qing'er and Hao Tsang had their wedding, the flowers were blooming and thriving so magnificently in the Valley of 100 Grasses. I never thought that so much could change in a year.
Father. Hao Tsang. Hao Tsang. Has he still not returned? Wait. Patiently. Please, go to the Lunar Crown Pond and collect a handful of lunar lotus seeds for me. An old recipe for a strong medicine. I've... The medicine is my last chance. The gods will decide whether it works or not.
Grandmaster, the Blight Beast's poison is too potent. The Lunar Crown Tree won't be able to withstand it much longer.
The Valley of 100 Grasses is no longer up to this situation. It looks like it's time to call on the Qin League. Where is Venerable Lilani?
She's already on the way to Cloud Rise to put together a rescue plan with Master Kun Wutze.
Thank you. Elder Chao, you just said that Qing'er,
This Lunar Crown Tree business is serious. First, go to Cloudrise. Leave everything else to me. I'll do whatever is in my power.
I'll do my best and obey destiny.
It's quite windy up here. Hold on tight.
You don't need to rush. Come and tell me who you're looking for. Since the Valley Master of the Valley of 100 Grasses has invited you, please proceed through Yingshen Gate. What's the matter? Do you still have questions? Oh, I almost forgot this is your first time here. Since the era of the immortal Lan Yaoqi 900 years ago, we have worked tirelessly to improve Cloudrise. That's why we have such beautiful buildings and breathtaking landscapes. It really is very easy to get lost if you don't have any guidance. The gateway in front of you is called the Yingshen Gate. It might look normal, but Master Lan Yaoqi cast a warding spell on it. No one with evil intent is able to pass through these gates. Beyond the Yingshen Gate is the Lotus Terrace, where the white lotus grows. Its fragrance is divine and it calms the mind. It might well be Cloudrise's most precious treasure. And beyond the Lotus Terrace lies the Yaoxian Palace, named after the immortal. It is the most precious location in Cloudrise. The principal elders meet there to discuss important matters. Oh yes, the Qin League will be there too.
Here. I appear to have been here before. Originally, it was...
Unfortunately, I can't come. I'm in a secret realm. Sorry.
Very kind of you, Chenren. The Taihua instance is very important. Of course, you must pay great attention to it.
Indeed. The Lunar Crown Tree may not be ignored. I've already heard about the business with Churchin-Sur village from the Grand Summoner.
I never would have thought the Blight Beast is so poisonous that even the Divine Tree of Shenong would not be able to resist.
Valley Master, how is the Lunar Crown Tree?
Although many protectors are working together, the Lunar Crown Tree has temporarily lost its soul consciousness. I'll discuss Taihua Mountain and the Valley of 100 Grasses are thousands of leagues apart, yet they were attacked one after the other by the Devastators
Genren Nanshu,
under the leadership
how is the
of Meija.
Taihua instance?
That can't be a
There are no
coincidence.
problems at the moment. But the 10-year reinforcement deadline is approaching, and no one knows. Everything is complicated today. Not just Meija, but the Devastators, full of negative qi, also really surprised me.
Yes, Chenren. The most urgent thing right now is to find out
Grandmaster!
where these Devastators come from.
Lieutenant Yu, what's happened?
I've heard that you've ordered the Moists to seize Hao Tsang. Why didn't you tell me?
Jianqing.
I can clearly distinguish between the righteousness and the small affection. Besides, what he took away was the nameless sword of my family. Don't worry, I'll bring back Hao Tsang. It's all solely because of him that my Qinger is always so worried about him. The unnamed sword is a treasure which has been passed down through our family for generations. It was forged by combining the divine sword Morning Glory and the ancient sword Shadowban, and can break through any magical structure. Indeed.
When the Master left us, she left behind countless texts. They have been accumulated and arranged by scholars over the last 900 years. Now there are as many ancient scriptures in the Langhuan Pavilion as there are stars in the sky. It's not...
With Shenren Shisha in the city, I wouldn't be
Devastators. Negative chi. Second shelf on the left, third compartment, volume number 5. Check in the 5th chapter.
With Shenren Shisha in the city, I wouldn't be worried even if there were 100 times as many evil spirits.
Unfortunately, if the two masters, Heshua and Changyang, are still around, it's not...
Plague Goddess? And the Blight Beast on top of that? Is the global conflagration of 70 years ago repeating itself? The Grand Master and the Grand Summoner have already set off into the underworld themselves to find a cure for the Lunar Crown Tree. And Lieutenant Yue, he said he wanted to capture Hao Tsang, and then a moment later, he vanished. That doesn't...
The Bladeheart fragment has been weakened by the passage of time. It hasn't been able to bind itself to your spirit completely. Its soul force is almost exhausted, and it has retreated deep into your subconsciousness. If you are unable to get it back soon, I fear it will disperse completely. There's one thing, as long as Shenren Shisha agrees.
But Shenren Shisha comes and goes like the wind. She hasn't been seen for days.
Have you forgotten that he has been traveling for a long time and hasn't been heard from for a while now?
Oh, you two. That does make matters a little more challenging. All right, meditate on this a while. Moja, Sujie, and I will help you to stabilize the blade heart so that it doesn't become scattered. How are you? You were contaminated with so much negative chi in the Valley of 100 Grasses. You should count yourself lucky that it doesn't scatter immediately. And you still expect it to romp around happily?
Of course the Master can help him. It's just that this spell to get rid of the negative chi...
Wait. Di Wang's sacrifice formation is very complex and requires special materials. Luckily, some of them are stored in Cloudrise. Go straight to Qiaotong Palace and ask Tang Kan for them. That'll save you having to look all over the place for them. One red flamestone, 5 pieces of Phoenix Breath jade, and 100 grams of Phoenix Scale powder. Once you have gathered all the ingredients, come and find me on the Terrace of the Hanging Sword. Moji and Sujie, you come back with me to prepare everything.
Well... Cloudrise has existed for over 900 years already. You will never find rarities more easily than here. But you're asking for 3 things at once. I'm afraid that Skinflint Yanfei won't be too pleased. All right. I'll write him a letter and explain everything in detail. Take the letter to the warehouse and hand it to Qi Yanfei. Whether or not he helps you is entirely down to your luck.